What's up everybody? Brian here in the Gecko Lab. Thank you for joining me today. I've got a great video for you. I've been asked constantly for literally like a year now, and the question has been, what are you gonna breed Chunky Monkey to? So in today's video, we're not only gonna take a good look at Chunky Monkey, talk about what my goals and aspirations are for his breeding line and his project, but I'm gonna show you the 5 females I picked out that he will breed with 2022 this year to hopefully produce offspring as nice or maybe even nicer than he is. Let's get into it. All right, everybody, here they are, all 6 animals, Chunky Monkey's breeding group for 2022. Of course, here we have Chunky Monkey himself. While I talk a little bit about this project, let's take a look at him. So, for those of you that don't know, Chunky Monkey is my all-time favorite ink spot super Dalmatian breeder. He is by far the nicest Dalmatian I have ever produced. Surely the nicest ink spot Dalmatian I have ever produced. He was hatched here about 2 years ago. He is absolutely gorgeous. Huge black spots, just an incredible number of them. Absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to breed him. Now, my goals for his project. Let's talk about what my goals for his project are, because obviously big black spots are a goal for this project, and that is of course what we're trying to reproduce. Bigger, more high density black spots. But it's not just the black spots I like with his project. As you can see here, this is Chunky Monkey fully fired up. He does not get darker than this. He does not get more color than this. He's fired up as kind of this light peachy pinkish color, and I really like that. Fired down, he is pure white, pale white, and that is the key for what I'm really looking to do with Chunky Monkey in 2022. I not only want to increase and enhance his spots, but I want to keep that light base color and enhance that light base color because, well, the big black spots on that light, really light yellow white base color just look so good. So here's the 5 girls I picked out to breed him to make that happen. All of these girls are ready to breed now. Chunky Monkey is gonna breed in, I don't know, probably about a month or so, month and a half. I'm gonna let him get a little bit more size, give him a slightly later start this year, and he should be good to go. All right, first up is this girl. She is a pretty nice ink spot super Dalmatian. Not the most spots out of the group, but I do like her light base color. Keep in mind, all these geckos are fully fired up. This is as dark as they get, and that's the key that I'm looking for with this project. Not just the big black spots, but light base color as well. So this girl is definitely on the list. She is one that when I get nicer girls grown out, she'll probably get replaced in this breeding group, but I had limited girls to breed with, so I picked this one out. I would like a nicer one, but she's gonna do for this year. She's got the right base color. She's just missing some of the spots, not quite as many as I would like. That being said, the other 4 girls are absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously, none of them can hold a candle to Chunky Monkey. Take this girl, for example. This girl is certainly chunky, and she has a ton of big black spots. A couple lighter brown reddish spots in there as well. Beautiful gecko. This is a high-end ink spot super Dalmatian. So that gives you some idea on just how insanely nice Chunky Monkey is, that this girl is a super high-end super Dal, and she looks just, I mean, let's look at them right next to each other. Check this out. She is peanuts compared to him. Peanuts compared to Chunky Monkey. That's how insanely nice he is, that he makes a super nice girl like this look like peanuts, I said. But she's beautiful. She has that light, watch your toes, Chunky Monkey. I like your toes, I don't want you to lose them. She has that beautiful, really light base color that I'm looking for. This, again, this is her fully fired up. She does not get any darker, and that's the real key that I was going for when I picked out Chunky Monkey's breeders for this year. All right, let's look at the next one. I particularly like this one because she has the biggest spots of them all, and she is the lightest of them all. This is the one I am most excited to see, this girl and Chunky Monkey's offspring together. Again, fully fired up here. You can see she is a pale yellow, very faint tiger markings with big black spots. This girl is just a perfect match for Chunky Monkey, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what these two do together. It's going to be incredible. All right, sweetheart, I know you want to hang out for a while. You want to hang out? You can hang out. You're special. She's going to hang out with us while we look at the other two girls Chunky Monkey's going to breed with. Next up is this girl, very similar to this one here on my shoulder, slightly less spots, but again, that super, super light base color. I know I keep saying it, but that's the key. I want the whitest gecko possible with these big spots. Now, all this being said, I know some of you right now are probably thinking, I'm jumping around. As you guys know, I get scatterbrained when I start talking geckos, but you're thinking, so what's down the road further for this project? So after I establish a good solid core group of these guys and get more Chunky Monkey clones, like when I have a whole breeding group of just Chunky Monkey looking animals, I'm absolutely going to breed these into my Axanthic Super Dalmatians. That's right, I've got an Axanthic Super Dal project. That project is in its very beginning stages. I have a couple visual Axanthics with some Super Dal spots, but not many. When I get some nice ink spot Axanthics, breeding those into Chunky Monkeys, probably grandkids in about 4 or 5 years. Can you imagine how that's gonna look? I can't wait. All right, so that was girl number 4. This is the last one. I really like this girl too. So she's a little bit darker on the color, and I don't know if her color comes right on the camera as it does in person, but she's kind of got that pinkish hue that Chunky Monkey has. So that's one of the reasons I picked her. Good spots again, high-end Super Dal. Not quite as light of a base color as the other ones, but she's got that kind of pinkish, almost peach colored hue that I really like, and a couple of red spots is always a plus too. So she's the last one I picked to go with Chunky Monkey, and as with all the others, I can't wait to see what her offspring are going to be like. So with Chunky Monkey breeding to these 5 girls, how many offspring am I expecting to get? Because I know right now the question y'all are going to be asking, and the question I get in my inboxes several times a week, is when can I get a Chunky Monkey offspring? So with 5 girls, unfortunately these are all first year breeder girls. The upside to that is they're all really young, and they're, you know, the newest in the generations of ink spots that I have, so they're the nicest examples with the best color. The downside is first year girls do have a tendency not to produce as many viable offspring as more mature, experienced breeding females. So with 5 girls, I'm expecting probably 20 to 25 Chunky Monkey offspring this year is my conservative guess. Could be as high as 50, but I'm gonna guess it'll probably be 20 to 25 Chunky Monkey kids this year. And as you guys know, I don't generally sell adults, so even if a Chunky Monkey kid hatches, let's say this July, it's not gonna be an adult gecko that would be what I consider ready to sell adult size until July 2023. And even by then, this is a project I've got to build out a lot, so I'm going to keep a lot of those kids for myself. So the bad news for you all, not many Chunky Monkey kids are going to be coming up for sale, but there will be a few eventually, and I am just excited to see how this project plays out. I cannot wait to get Chunky Monkey breeding, get some kids out of him, and progress this beautiful morph even further than we have. It blows my mind when I go back to the ink spots. Don't try and escape, you're good. The ink spots we had when I first started breeding geckos and I first got into Dalmatians about 10 years ago, and where we're at now with Chunky Monkey, it's night and day. They don't even look like Super Dals. Imagine what we're gonna do in the next 10 years. I can't wait. All right guys, that's enough of my rambling about geckos. I could do this all day, but we have other things to take care of. So thank you guys for joining me. As always, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and now on TikTok at AE Geckos everywhere. I am Brian with AltitudeExotics.com. New geckos for sale coming soon. Stay tuned for all that. Please subscribe. More videos headed your way. As always, be safe, be kind to each other. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.